Hey Collective, it's Intuitive Pisces Moon and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. We are doing a full moon in Sagittarius reading for our water signs today. So if you fall sun, moon, or rising under Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, this is your reading. You're also welcome to cross watch for the creepers out there. What we're going to look at is what's going on with this full moon in Sagittarius energy, what you might expect, what experiences you might have. We'll check your career and money sectors. Let's get right into the energy in general that this full moon's going to bring. So we have dream big and reach for the stars. Seek things that bring you joy, growth and expansion, which is the Jupiter aspect of the ruling planet of Sagittarius. Embrace new experiences, be spontaneous and adventurous. So if any of you know any Sagittarius folk out there, tend to be very adventurous and spontaneous. So you might be called to work on that this full moon. Also, take action from a place of maturity. Work towards your long-term goals. So those are just the general energy updates with this full moon of what you can expect around the energy. We're going to tap directly into your energy, water signs, and see what we can get for that. So without further ado, let's jump right in. All right. So for this full moon in Sagittarius, let's check what's going on with our water signs. What's the energy for our water signs with this full moon in Sagittarius, which is occurring Tuesday night or technically Wednesday morning. So by the time I have posted this, this should be enough notice for you to know what's happening before the full moon arrives. All right, this one. We have renewed connections, reunion, reconciliation, intimacy, and forgiveness. Okay, so there might be some person out there that's going to reach out that you haven't heard from in a while. Could be a friend, a relative, someone that you used to work with, like an old acquaintance, an old coworker. Could be love related. You know, there's so many factors with this card. Forgiveness and intimacy. So this could also be someone that wants to have a deep conversation with you. Bottom of the deck here we have Archangel Michael. Love that energy. Let's keep going. Tell me more about this full moon in Sagittarius for our water signs, please. Thank you. We have Archangel Uriel, which is emotions, healing, devotion, and integrated. So there might be something as well coming up that's asking you to integrate some sort of healing that has occurred. And again, maybe it is going to be this reconciliation, this person you haven't heard from in a long time. This is what's going to have you healing your emotions and integrate something. Okay, let's get one more, please, for our water signs. And we do have the color red there, which is root chakra. So there might be something else that goes along with that. We also have green, heart chakra, Archangel Raphael. We have love, travel, humor, and vitality. I love this. So I always associate Archangel Raphael with healing. You see he has the caduceus there on a post, which signifies healing of any nature. So if there is something that needs to be healed during this full moon, then it is the time. Now is the time is what I'm getting. And this might show up in a way of a reunion or a reconciliation. There's going to be some sort of healing involved, forgiveness potentially. And I'm also getting root and heart chakra upgrades or healing of those two. So root chakra is our bottom one. That is a feeling of home, a sense of safety. Do we belong here in this world? Heart chakra is pretty straightforward. It's love. Do we love ourselves enough? Did we receive enough love from others? Do we love others enough? That sort of thing. It's also forgiveness. So I will say that as well. So there might be something that's coming through that maybe there is either a sense of forgiveness, someone else is forgiving you for something you've done, or you are forgiving someone else. You know what? You could also be forgiving yourself for something, and this is also a very healing feeling for you. Bottom of the deck here, we have divine magic, wishes, goals, dreams, and accomplishment. So you are accomplishing something with this full moon. And you might be being called to look deeper into what your wishes, goals, and dreams are. That was one of the bullet points that I mentioned that go along with the general energy of this full moon anyways. So it's like this is what we're being asked to focus on, and maybe it's coming from this other energy that's being integrated within you all water signs. So beautiful place to start. Let's keep going. Let's jump into the tarot and see what else we have for water signs, please. What's going on out there with our water signs? Thank you. The Two of Pentacles. Okay. Before I elaborate on that, let's keep going. The Five of Pentacles. Okay. So it's tying me to this root chakra. Some of us have felt like we're not solid and we're not stable, or that we're not safe. Whatever that means to you. Your home is what ties us into our root chakra. It could also just feeling like a home, like you belong somewhere on this planet. Like, do you feel otherworldly? It's the best way I can describe it. Like that you just haven't quite figured out how this planet works yet. It feels like you're this alien that got dropped in and you're like, I still don't understand how this all works. It also is giving me very particular message for someone out there. It's giving me that the rules keep changing. So when you think you've got it and you've juggled and struggled with your finances, with whatever this is, the rules change and then you feel like you lose it in some sense. So that's where your sense of safety is being called into question. Interesting. Okay. What else do we have here? The Fool. So many of you are looking for something different. Yes, the Ten of Pentacles is here to say, I don't want this lack. I would rather start fresh with something new, something different. I'm tired of juggling. Again, juggling finances, I'm majorly getting resources. Feeling like I have to constantly move money. What's that saying? Rob Peter to pay Paul. You know? But I am getting that because we are being goal-oriented now during this full moon here, this is one of the things we're being called to release, is the fact that this might be a mindset that we're letting go of. Like there are enough resources out there. You do belong here. Mm-hmm. And you don't have to struggle anymore. All right. The Sun card. Yes. For so many of you, you have been waiting It feels like so long for this. And maybe it's even been like eating you up inside. Like a mental struggle. Like an inner battle. Forgiveness is coming up. So, whatever this forgiveness is tied to, it's going to help you to let go of it. Because it's required to give you this heart and the root chakra upgrade. It's going to elevate you to a new level that's going to, like I heard, fix everything that's broken or wrong. But there was never anything broken or wrong. No, those were not the right words. It might be what you're saying to yourself. Lack mentality. Okay. The juggle is real instead of the struggle is real. All right. You're also going to be getting some message that's going to put you at ease, because it's going to put you in this beautiful energy here. This 10 of Pentacles is like, I don't have to worry about money ever again. I finally see the sun after a rainy day, or the light after the darkness. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, and I'm feeling good. So some message is going to come through that's going to help you to feel at ease about this situation. So if you have been struggling with money in particular, it's going to ease up. Maybe you're going to get an offer. There might be something that's going to come forward for you that's going to be solid. And again, maybe the things in the past have not been solid, and it's been shaking your root chakra in feeling unsafe, unstable, like you don't belong. But again, with the heart chakra, I am very strongly getting forgiveness over here. So with whatever it was that you've been harboring, not forgiving, I'm hearing the time is now to release that. Offer forgiveness for your sake. Even if you never utter the words of forgiveness to the person that you are needing to forgive, do it for your own sake. It's going to help you grow immensely, and you've been desiring this. So, one example that's coming in here with this root chakra and the 5 of Pentacles and the juggling. It's giving me the stress of growing up in a poor household. Like maybe you didn't always have what you needed when you needed it. And so maybe it's your parents you need to forgive. Maybe it was a partner that you had, and you just couldn't rely on them to consistently provide. You know, maybe you were working and you were bringing money to the table, but then your partner wasn't a willing or helpful participant in that same endeavor. So, anyways, wherever this forgiveness needs to be exerted, this full moon in Sagittarius is calling for that now. Your heart really needs this upgrade to open up. And again, you're going to be getting some sort of news or communication that everything's going to be okay. All right. Let's get a spirit animal for this reading for our water signs, please. Give me a spirit animal. The cobra. Interesting, because the last reading we got a snake. Now we're doing a different version of a snake. We got the cobra. So the cobra stands for pausing, waiting, and the inner teacher. The cobra represents a teacher or spiritual guardian. It hovers and watches, ever present, ever protecting, ever loving. The essence of the cobra is found deep within us in the form of the inner teacher and manifests externally in those special guides who have led us along our path. What would it feel like to be a student again? What are you ready to learn? Remember the old saying, when the student is ready, the teacher appears? When they are in balance, they are a student of life, they're humble and wise. When they're out of balance, they're a know-it-all and they're egocentric. Okay. I don't feel that any of you fall into that know-it-all egocentric category. But what it is tying me to is that upbringing. Maybe you grew up with someone to that effect. And maybe that's part of the portion of you that needs to forgive and that also doesn't resonate with that energy and doesn't want to be that individual. All right. Let's keep going and get ourselves a fortune oracle. We'll see what's going on in love, career, and money for this full moon in Sagittarius for our water signs. What do we have for them, please? Thank you. Marriage. Okay. You are attracting emotional fulfillment and unconditional love. Now, we have reunion and reconciliation here, love here. So, very possibly that's one of the things that's coming in for you. Bottom of the deck here, we have the World. It's like you've completed some cycle and you don't want to repeat it. We also have travel here, so potentially you might be traveling during this full moon season. Maybe you have a trip planned already. But we're going to take a read on this marriage card. I don't know if any of you are in relationships. Maybe marriage is on the table. This union or reunion might also be business related, you know. So again, with what's going to help you with your money situation, maybe it's a business deal, like a marriage of partnership with someone that you're going into business with, okay? It doesn't have to be love if that's not what you're here to look for. It could be in your career and finance realm. So it says you are attracting emotional fulfillment and unconditional love. Marriage is the symbol of emotional fulfillment and unconditional love. Your aura is electric, attracting exactly what you need right now. There is an abundance of joy and happiness, and life's gifts are surrounding you. The key to happiness is to strive for as much harmony as possible. There may be more than one celebration at the moment, with new family members arriving through marriages, births, and engagements. Children will make you proud. Give of your time freely to those in need, especially family. Loved ones from the past could return. This card symbolizes perfect unions, both in business and your personal life. It really feels like the phrase I just heard was, all the cards are falling perfectly on the table. It's like maybe it's both. Maybe you weren't looking for love, but this business partnership is bringing love as well. Maybe you weren't looking for a business partner, you were looking for love, and then here's that too. It's like twofold. All right, so in personal and relationships, a wonderful experience awaits. A new life may begin with a special partner who makes you feel loved and respected. Spiritual marriages may manifest, or it might be the start of a new, long-lasting, loyal friendship. Troublesome relationships could become more harmonious, and families will blossom or grow. Rifts could also be mended. Now is an ideal time for singles to settle down with that special, loving partner. For career and money, A new exciting partner for those in business could see added success, and love can be found around the work-related social activities. Someone new may arrive on the work front or in your business sector. Dressed to impress, you may have a secret admirer and will be pleasantly surprised when you find out who they are. All right, yep, so that almost feels like it's dual purpose there. Like you're going to be entering this business endeavor and finding your true love in that endeavor. Or you're going to be at some social event and maybe it's going to be very, beneficial for you to acquire money, to build this beautiful life from it, right? Job opportunities or just wealth opportunities. So whatever this marriage is for you, it's gonna be very fruitful, okay? And because we have the 5 of Pentacles, the 2 of Pentacles, it's gonna be unlike anything that you've experienced in the past. You're not gonna have to be concerned about money, about juggling finances, about safety, any of that stuff, okay? This is very strong, unconditional love that's going to provide for you and is going to be emotionally stable for you as well. And that's something that, again, maybe in the past you have not recognized, right? All right, water signs, that is your reading. Thank you so much for joining me today. I truly appreciate your time and energy exchange. I wish you all a lifetime of happiness, health, wealth, abundance, and so much love. Thank you for joining me today. Take care, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.